Alright, good afternoon. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a papier-mâché ice cream, a papier-mâché donut, a slice of cake, and a cupcake. So I'm going to do this in parts 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I'm going to go on to show you how to decorate the different papier-mâché objects, forms that you're going to be making. So we're going to start with the ice cream. You're going to need a bowl or a round flat plate. You're going to need a piece of cartridge paper. You're going to need your pencil, and you're going to need your ruler, your scissors. You're going to need newspaper as well, and you're going to need masking tape. So let's begin. First, you're going to put your bowl or your plate on your cartridge paper. You're going to trace the shape. Get this out of the way. Then you're going to take your ruler. I'm just using my eyes to measure. I'm not really using a specific measurement. I'm going to now draw a line down the middle. I'm going to cut it in half, and I'm going to cut it into a quarter. So as I said, I'm not using a measurement to say where's the center. I'm just eyeing it. Alright, I had already done one because I started to make one already. So I'm just going to show you. You're going to now cut out a piece. So I'm going to just cut out a piece of this one. Get this out of the way. Now this is your cone. Now when we're looking at shape and form, you know that a cone is created from the basic shape of a triangle. So what you're going to do, you're going to get your tapes ready. Right, there we go. Then we're going to roll this into the form of a cone. Alright, there we go. Then I'm going to take my tape and I'm going to just pin this down right here, and I'm going to pin the bottom down as well. Alright, so that's the start of our shape, and I'm going to just trim this right here. That's the start of our form. Now we're going to get our newspaper, and we're going to start with a small piece. We're going to make a point. So we're starting with a small piece. We're going to make a point, and we're going to stuck this inside here. Alright, now we're making the base of our cone firm, so that when we put the scoops of ice creams on top, then we don't crumble the cartridge paper, because remember, the cartridge paper is a little fragile. Alright, I'm going to tape this a little more as well. Just to reinforce for now, okay? And what we want to do, we want to fill the inside of the cone with newspaper so that it is firm, right? Just a little piece more. I'm going to get my tape in the meanwhile. stuck this right in here. Get our masking tape and we're going to pin this on the inside. Alright, there we have that so far. We're now going to make our ice cream scoops. So we're going to get some more newspaper and we're going to roll it in a ball. Notice how I'm folding it under, right? Folding it under. So it creates a roundish form. That's one scoop. Going to add this to this one. This is my second scoop. And I'm going to make a smaller one to go on top. I think I should add a cherry as well, right? I think so too. Alright, so there we go. So let's see which one is bigger. This one seems to be bigger. Now I'm going to get my tape ready as well. Because now we're going to be pinning these scoops of ice cream on top of the cone. Yeah, we're sharing our ice cream. Hope you're understanding so far, okay? So we're going to put this on top. You can also tape the bottom of your scoop of ice cream. To hold it together so that it's easier to put onto the ice cream. So there we have it. Now we're going to pin it down. So you're going to go under. Okay. Pin it down. Allow the tape to follow the form. So see? So for now you just want to ensure that the scoop of ice cream is on top of the cone and it won't move. I'm going to put the last piece right here. There we have our first scoop. So let's go to our second scoop. And again, to make it manageable, we're going to just tape it at the bottom where everything gathers. I'm going to just stir this up so it folds under better. Doing the same motion though, where we Jamaicans need flour, so it's like you're kneading the dough. You're going to make the dumpling shape now. So you're kneading the dough, so you're folding it under all the time. Right? And it makes it more manageable if you do it like this. At least like this. So. Alright, now we're going to take our tape and we're going to tape this all down. Don't worry about this, we'll put it together soon. Alright, so now we have that. We're going to be putting it on top like this. So let's prepare our tape. We're going to put it on top. We're going to tape on the side that is lifting first. Remember to allow the tape to follow the form. Tape one side, let's go to the other side. We're going to go here. Now we're going to go to this side. Now I'm going to reinforce it with more tape. Still needs a little reinforcement. And we can leave that for now so that we can prepare our next scoop, okay? So this is our next scoop, and it is much smaller in size. I'm going to get my tape, tape it under the bottom here. This way. There we go. So now we have that. So let's prepare our tape as usual. Yes, it kind of takes a little tape. We're using the dry method. If we were using the wet method, then we would soak the gleaner, we would tear the gleaner into strips and then put it into glue water or paste. Right, so we're doing the same thing. Allow the tape to follow the form as always. This looks ripe for a cherry on top. I'm excited. Allow the shape, the tape to follow the form. And we're reinforcing as much as we can. I hope you're doing a good job so far with yours. Alright, so now we're going to reinforce the rest of our ice cream. We're going to try to cover all the parts that we're seeing the gleaner or the paper that you're using. So your entire papier-mâché should be covered with masking tape at this time. And that's what I'm doing. after you have done this step, there are two things that you can do, that you could do. You could go straight to painting it white, or you could add a texture and interest by using drywall compound, the one that's ready mixed or the one that's not mixed. I'm going to do two examples. I'm going to do one where I go straight to painting and one where I use the plaster of Paris to add more interest to my work. Just reinforcing, covering all the parts that I'm still seeing the newspaper. Oops. So just simply continue to cover your form until you're not seeing any newspaper, or until you're satisfied with the look of your form. Then I'm going to move to the cone, finishing up the cone. One more. Here we go. Maybe this first cone needed to be a bit bigger, but it's okay for me. Now when you're going to wrap your cone where the cartridge paper is, do not put it on straight. You're going to set it at an angle and you're going to wrap it around. This will allow the tape to lie flatter on the conical shape. Conical, can I say that? Yeah, I think so. Alright, we're going around and around and around and around we go. And there we have it, our ice cream form. Now you will notice that the donut is going to be so much easier, but I don't want all of you to create the donut, okay? All of you should not create the donut. Don't always try to take the easier way out. Sometimes you need to challenge yourself. So I'm looking forward to seeing some well decorated ice creams. Should I put a cherry on top? Let's put a cherry on top. Or no, let's wait until later to do that. But we can always put a cherry on top. So there we go. There we go. So there we go. Our 2 ice creams ready to be painted, ready to be drywall compounded. Alright, so there we have it. I'm going to put these into the plate that I have on the side here. And we're going to now go to the donut. It's looking yummy already. So I'm going to rip this. Now I'm going to crush them individually. They're crushed. So we're making the donut now, and as I said before, it is much easier to do, but I'm not expecting everybody to do it. So now we have this, okay? And instead of lining them all up at the same place, I'm going to just stagger it a little, so you have one higher than one. Alright. First I'm going to hold them down with some tape. I'm just going to wrap some tape around the first section to hold them down. And you can wrap it without doing this, but to make it easier for you, I think it's best if you just tape it like that. Now you're going to be twisting and rolling. Now in a long time ago, when we used to have to go to the river to catch water, we used to make some things called kata. You young children won't know what kata is, but it's a thing that you put on your head to carry water. I'm going to hold this down. I should have prepared my tape before. I was telling you about the kata. So traditionally, or a long time ago, before pipes were in many communities, we used to have to go to the river or the spring to catch water. Now as you wrap around, you're going to be taping so that the form holds together. So we used to go to the river to wash, to catch water for the house, and all sort of things. And we used to have to make this thing that we call kata to put on our head, to put the weight of the bath on it, or the basin on it, so that it doesn't hurt the head so much. Boys, those were the days. And we're almost finished. So now we have the basic form for our donut. We're going to now just take masking tape, and while you're taping, you're going to try to keep the form so that it has that donutty look. Donutty. Alright. By the way, if you choose to make a donut for this assignment, you're going to have to create 3 donuts. And I would prefer to see, no, not prefer, I want to see 3 different decorations. So if you're going to do the ice cream, you do an ice cream with 3 scoops. If you're going to do the donut, you do the donut with 3 scoops. Sorry, you do 3 donuts. If you're going to do the cupcake, then you do 2 cupcakes. And if you're going to do the slice of cake, then you would just do the one slice. So we're looking at sweet treats, and we're gonna have a birthday party. Yay, yay. Don't mind that crowing. Just trying to change the atmosphere a bit. See, our donut is taking form, right? I think so. How is yours coming along? There we go. Remember, this is what we're creating. Again, if you have it at home, you don't have to get it. But if you have it at home, you can add drywall compound to this to make it even more interesting. Okay? I'm going to try one with cement as well. Just to experiment. You students don't have to do that. Don't do it. I'm going to experiment. So you wrap your donut shape, donut form, until you are satisfied that it is properly covered, and until you're satisfied that it is showing you the right way to do it. Alright, so there we have our two donuts ready to be manipulated into a beautiful three-dimensional form. There we have it. Okay, so there we have our two ice creams and our two donuts. In the next video that I'll create, I will demonstrate how to do the cake box, the slice of cake and the cupcake, and then I'll do the tutorial to show you how to decorate them. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'm looking forward to seeing your masterpieces in class.